Hey everyone, I'm Kizzito Ejam, and we're here at the Powerhouse Gym in Burbank, California. And I was the Bodybuilding.com Amateur of the Week, also part of their Lift Life campaign, and one of the top finalists in the BodySpace Spokesmodel search. Now today we're going to go through three things: my training, nutrition, and supplementation plan, and show you how I use martial arts and bodybuilding to get the physique I am at today. Now, I started martial arts when I was 15 years old, and I've been doing it for about 10 years now. Now, the main reason I started martial arts was to improve my physique and also incorporate more discipline into my life. And we all know that discipline is probably the most important part in martial arts training. So after a while, after training for so long, I looked for another venue to increase my discipline and confidence. And then I found bodybuilding, and that was very, very important. It's changed my entire life once I put those two together. The way I incorporate the two, martial arts and bodybuilding, is bodybuilding is my tool to improve my martial arts performance. I use bodybuilding as a way to get stronger, a way to get faster. That way when I do martial arts, everything is a breeze. If I train hard in the gym, then when I work out in martial arts, it's gonna be a lot easier. Just like in life, you work hard, do it to training, then life is a whole lot easier as well. Discipline, we say, is to do something over and over and over again consistently until you improve your overall growth. And that's what bodybuilding is as well. Now they say that insanity is when you repeat something over and over again, but you expect different outcomes. But in bodybuilding and in martial arts, success is when you complete something over and over again because you have a clear vision of what your outcome is gonna be. And that's how I've used weight training to improve my martial arts. And it doesn't matter if you're in football, basketball, or any other type of extracurricular activities, weight training is always gonna improve that skill set. Now let's get a little bit into my training. My training beliefs and the way I approach the gym is the same way I approach martial arts. You train hard, and then you'll achieve it. You'll achieve greatness later on. So when I go into the gym, I leave everything there. I push as hard as I can. I have a pretty much a crazy split, and I'll tell you what it is. I do cardio in the morning, and it's usually high intensity cardio, and then I do my weight training in the afternoon or in the evening. And I split it up that way because doing cardio in the morning for me really builds up my energy. I mean, I guarantee if you do cardio, especially high impact intensity cardio, you're gonna feel a lot better in the morning. And then I do my weight training, which is a little bit lower heart rate, but it's just strength, building strength over and over again. So that's the way I do my splits, and I do it every day, 7 days a week. I do cardio and weight training 7 days a week. Do I train that same exact weight 365 days out of the year? And the reason I do that is because life is gonna find ways for you to slow down. But if I push myself to train all the time, then it's gonna be a lot easier for me. There's gonna be circumstances that stop you here and there, but as long as I'm still training, it's gonna be consistent. The way I break up my workouts is by body parts, and the reason I do that is because I train so often, I wanna make sure that I isolate a certain muscle group every single day. And I'll do arms, then I'll do chest, then I'll do back, then I'll do shoulders, then I'll do legs, and I'll cycle those through again. So I have a 5-day rotation and I just keep cycling through. My cardio pretty much stays the same in the mornings, except for Saturdays and Sundays where I'll do a little bit of swimming cardio. My cardio ranges between 30 to 45 minutes. I try to stay around 30 minutes because it's high intense. Like I do straight intervals, 30 seconds, 20-second rest, 30 seconds, 20-second rest. And I like that heart rate because in martial arts, when you're sparring and you're moving around, there's times where you need to be active and you have to slow down. You have to regain that energy quickly. So high intensity training works for me and improves my martial arts. My rep range is usually around 6 to 8 reps, but I always try to shoot for failure no matter what. I mean, there are certain days where I'll go 2 weeks when it's just 6 to 8, but then I'll just throw in a 12 to 15 rep range. And that changes up the whole thing. That shocks your body into growing a lot more, in my belief. Like I say, plateaus are very important because you can't have a breakthrough before you hit a wall. You have to hit a wall first before you break through it, isn't that right? The reason you get burned down in the gym is because you haven't pushed enough there. When you're in the gym and you reach failure, and your mind is telling you to stop, and your body says you can't get any more, but you find that inner energy to break through and get that last rep, you feel so accomplished. You walk out there the champion. You walk out there with your shoulders high, and that significant, that feeling, that visceral feeling that you're feeling, you're gonna wanna go back in there and feel it again. So that's why I never get burnt out, because every time I'm in the gym, I find that feeling there, and I come back and I try to feel it again. It's almost euphoric. It's, I say it all the time, the gym is my drug, pretty much, and I'm not gonna stop. Write down your goals, or write down what you've done, and then repeat it the next time, okay? Because that's the only way you're gonna grow. So the first thing I say is get a plan, then attack it, and you follow through with it every single step of the way. Fitness is not what you know, it's pretty much what you do. So make sure you just go out there and do it. Now that was my training philosophy. Now to get out my full workout plan, check out the page below. Now let's go into my nutrition. Diet, I think, is probably the most important part of the whole aspect. It's very much cut and dry. We all know that if you take this supplement, it'll grow, it'll do this. If you go to the gym, you lift this, it'll grow that. We got that basics down. The diet is a little bit more keen, it has to be a little bit more fine-tuned to especially your particular body type. So researching things and using things like Bodybuilding.com to find out what other people have done, and you go to the site, find out what works best for you, and then testing it out, taking those pictures and putting it and applying, we'll find out which diet works best for you. I think diet is probably the most important part of everything, especially if you want to have the physique, the physique that you're looking for. My beliefs and philosophy on nutrition goes like this. You put into your body exactly what it needs. Excess is too much. I mean, if you look at other worlds, other countries, there are people who don't have food, and in this world, in this country, we're pretty much excess. You can go to every single store, you see fast food chains here and there. We overindulge a little bit. So my belief is just to put into my body what my body needs to fuel it and to get it efficiently for the whole day. So I stick to, if I'm hungry, then I'll intake something. I use supplements to get through the day. You have to find out what your body is accustomed to. And I've been researching it for so long. That's why you can see on my BodySpace page that I've had over 320 pictures, because I've been trying out different things to find out which one works best for me. I eat when my body says it's time to eat, when it's hungry. When it tells me that means I need to fuel it. So I don't do 6 to 5 meals. Sometimes I'll have 2 meals a day, and I'll use supplements throughout the day just to work it off. We all know the 3 basic things that we have in our diet: the fats, the carbs, and the protein. Those are very essential. And the way I like to do it is I pyramid it out. I'll do my carbs in the morning, my protein stay consistent the whole day, and then I do my fats in the morning too. Now, because I do such low carbs, I try to increase my fats a little bit. That way I can maintain my body size, the caloric index. So that's very important to me too as well. I don't focus on measuring. At one point you'll start to learn your body. The only thing that I do count is the carb intake for the day. And I try to stay within 50 to 75 grams of carbs. I know that's very low for some people, very low for me, especially if I work out. But because I do the fats, I have the energy to use it out. But the protein is consistent the whole day. Forget about cheat days. There's no such thing as a cheat day for me, okay? When you plan out your day and you see how much calories or what you've eaten for the past 3 weeks, and you know what your body can take in, and you have a piece of cake or a donut, you shouldn't count that as a cheat day. That's part of your nutrition plan. You're gonna need that. You already measured out what your body needs. So you don't count as a cheat day, and especially don't use the word cheat day because people will overindulge in it. Count as like a cheat meal or a cheat snack. Do I have those cheat meals? Yes, because your body does need it. I believe your body does need it. It needs that spike, it needs that change. It can't fall into a same rut. You need to adapt it every once in a while. That way your body keeps it guessing, it keeps it metabolizing the whole time. We all have social lives. I mean, it's not just one thing. It's not just weightlifting. It's not just martial arts. We all have social lives. You tell everyone around you needs to be aware of who you are. And once they've become accustomed to that, they're going to start to believe everything that you do. So when you go out to a restaurant, or you go out to a club or something like that, and they notice that you're not drinking, they notice that you're not indulging, so if you're really your friends, they're going to try to follow you and they're going to agree with you. It's better that way because they're going to hold you accountable. If your friend sees you drinking a beer, he's going to say, I thought you were a fitness trainer. I thought you were a martial arts expert, So it's very important to tell everyone what you're doing right away, because that way it holds you accountable and you don't deviate from your plan. Now that you know a little bit about my strict diet plan, I know it may seem tough, but it'll get you the physique that you want. To get my full meal plan, look at the link below. Now let's get a little bit into my supplementation. If you think about any other sport, let's take baseball for example. Baseball player, they get up to bat, right? They have a batting glove. Now, if they didn't have that batting glove, can they still hit the ball? Of course they can, but the batting glove is there for better grip. It just supplements what they're doing, you know what I mean? Or the same thing in basketball. They have their hand wraps, they have their wrist wraps, they have their headbands to keep the sweat out. If it wasn't there, they'd still be able to train because they're still going out there and doing it every single step of the day. So these things are supplements that help your performance. If you don't have them, doesn't mean you're not going to stop your growth. Supplementation is very, very important to your overall goal and your diet. I mean, you set out a plan, you have your workouts, you have your nutrition. Supplementation is going to get you there quicker. I'm not saying supplementation is going to take over all the other things that we talked about, but like I said, it's going to help you improve or get your goals a lot faster. 3 main things that I must have is the whey protein, my glutamine, and my BCAAs. especially in my martial arts training, those three things are going to help to maintain muscle mass and give me the growth and performance that I need. Supplements are a vital part of my diet. As you see, I eat maybe like 1 or 2 meals a day, so I'll have an RTD. Especially in this lifestyle, we are very hectic. Supplements has improved a lot. So grabbing a ready-to-drink here and there and you're good to go has definitely helped me to achieve my goals. My supplements do change depending on not so much my goals, but my exercises for the day. For example, if I'm doing a 3-workout day and I have a martial arts training, I will increase my BCAAs and glutamine. That way I don't break down too much muscle mass. So they do adjust based on my training for the day. Yeah, I know the supplement world at first can seem daunting. For anyone that's starting out, I had no idea about supplementation. Going to a site like Bodybuilding.com and you can see all the reviews that everyone has done. You know, you can see what people have taken, everything that they've used, and you get credentials from them. And you can see their physique and how it's improved them as well. So learning from people that have actually experienced it has helped me as well. So using Bodybuilding.com has definitely helped me understand supplementation is a lot more. When you have the knowledge for something, you're a lot less afraid of it. So go out there and get the knowledge. Even if I didn't have supplements, I know I would still reach my goals no matter what. Because you're a part of a community, especially using BodySpace.com, you're part of a community who pushes you every single step of the way. So you want to achieve, you want to do more, you want to do more. So it starts with the mind, you know, it starts with the mind, setting out your goals and making sure that you achieve it. Supplements will help you get there faster, I believe, but don't rely on them. Don't lean back on them the whole time and then sit back and do nothing, you know, the whole day. The bridge between our goals and our achievements is the action. So your job is to take the action, not just once, but every single step of the day. And your supplements are going to be there like your crutch as you reach your goals. For more information about my nutrition, diet, and training plan, check out the page below. If you'd like to learn more about me, you can look at my BodySpace under Kiz MVP. And for more content like this, check out Bodybuilding.com.